been established. Persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
Nikki says hi. She's behind the camera today. So, we talked about this in one of our last videos about doing the top 10 most active. We're going to say the most scary, but we're going to do the most active items that we have. Right now, we are in the lab, obviously at home, where we have got almost 150 items.
Yeah, a bunch.
We've got them all on display, so if you're ever in Logan, swing by. You can check out our little museum.
It's pretty cool.
When we do haunted objects, after we're done with them, they go on the shelves back here, and they just kind of stay. We do see a lot of weird stuff every once in a while. Like tonight, when we came in, one of the dolls was tipped over.
Yeah.
Like
barely hanging.
Another object was on the floor. One was spun around. So, I mean, it's hit and miss. Sometimes nothing happens at all. We have a doll in here. Well, I was going to hold it up. But he is always turned backwards. That was happening for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just all of a sudden stopped.
Yeah.
A lot of these objects that we get from many different people, from different ghost hunts, investigations. There's quite a few. So we'll try to keep up so that way you guys can see these haunted items, but we're starting to get back into haunted season. We're going to start doing a lot more investigations. We're already filling up our calendar with some fun stuff. But we are going to go ahead and get started with number 10. So this is number 10 right here. This is a rosary, and it was blessed by none other Pope Francis. We all know how Pope Francis is. If you're Catholic, I apologize, but he is probably not the nicest person in the world. We got this sent to us from Vatican. The people that sent it to us said there was some weird stuff going on with it. When we got it, we put it in a glass case, and honestly, it tips over a lot. You hear rattling inside, kind of like the necklace is rattling. That's about all we get with that one, and it's kind of creepy. The person that sent it to us, they told us that it was blessed by the devil himself. This one is number 9. When we were doing our last investigation, we talked a little bit about this. I guess it really wasn't an investigation.
Mm-mm.
We were just kind of chit-chatting.
Yeah.
This is the dummy that we found slouched. We put her into the shelf, and she didn't like where she was at, so she started slouching. She moved her arm. She put her arm over one of the other objects. We haven't done a full investigation with her yet. We did a little bit of one. We haven't released it yet, but we did do that one on video. She's very creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks alone, she's very creepy.
Looks alone, like Nikki said, she's very creepy. But we put her at number 9 just because she does like to move by herself. And this is number 8. So this is a Chinese statue that we were given when we went on the Oregon, I can't even think, the Oregon trip.
Yeah.
When we went up and did the residence, this statue was knocked over. We do find this statue knocked over quite a bit. It's always tipped over on one of its side, but it's been fairly active. In the video, we have not released that video yet, but we do have a video of the investigation. And the thing is during the investigation, it was about the residents. Well, it turned out to be this guy. He probably wasn't causing everything there, but it kind of turned into him on that investigation.
Yep, he wanted to be the star.
So this guy we put at number 8. And really quick, this little chair that we have here, that's our little chair we're putting objects in for you guys so you can see it. Big shout out for Grandpa Dave. Grandpa Dave did the engraving on the wood, so he did an awesome job.
Very nice.
So let's take it to number 7. And here we are with number 7. So this here is Charlie. Charlie is another dummy that we have. We haven't done a full-on investigation with him yet, but just like the other dummy, this guy likes to move. You'll notice how his legs, everything are sitting proper. Well, he likes to kick his legs down. We've got another chair built just like this for him. We put his legs up like this, and when we come in, we will find his legs just hanging off, or he hangs loose like that. So he likes to sit comfortable. I don't blame him. It's kind of squishy where he sits, but we will do a full-on investigation with him too. Let us know in the comments if you guys want to see an investigation with him. I think he'll be scary. I don't like dolls as they are. I don't like dummies. They scare the shit out of me. Do they scare you?
Not so much.
What about the dummies?
Dummies, yeah.
Because their mouths move.
Yeah.
Can you make your head move? Does his mouth move?
Yeah.
So, this is number 7. Like I said, put in the comments if you guys want to see a full investigation with him. I think we'll get a lot.
Yeah.
I really do. I think we'll get a lot with him. Yeah, he gives me the creeps. So let's go on to number 6. Number 6, we have Emma. So the last, well, I don't know how many videos back she is.
A few.
If you go back a couple videos, you'll find 2 investigations with her. This is Emma. The story with Emma, how we got Emma, was there is a lady. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. That was loud.
Huh. You're getting active. There's a lady that lost her husband and lost her son. So she ended up getting this doll from another lady down the road. And the lady that gave it to her happens to be from the demon house. I wouldn't take anything from a demon house. So the little old lady that lost her husband and her son, she had this doll for somebody to kind of talk to, but she kept finding the doll in the window, kind of looking out. We've heard a lot from her. The box that she is in happens to be kind of like a really thick plastic, but every once in a while you'll hear that moving, and it's very distinct.
Yes, it is.
The box looks good. There's no scratch marks, but she is pretty active. I wouldn't say she's mean, but I wouldn't say she's nice. We do have, like I said, the 2 investigations. You can go back and watch both of them on her. Or was there 3?
I think there was only 2.
Was there part 1, part 2?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, though. Yeah, go back and watch.
She was fairly active. So it was her and Sam
Mm-hmm.
that were both active.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe they're friends now.
Could be.
Anyways, so she's number 6. And she is fairly active. Moving on to number 5. And here we are with number 5. You guys get a special treat on this one. This is one that I usually don't take out of the locked glass. This one has many attachments. When we did the investigation on this one, we asked the name a couple of times and it kept giving us the name of Legion, which also refers to many. Very active. It will tap on the glass. A lot of the times these arms like to move. It is a puppet, very old puppet, but it does like to move, and it wasn't really the nicest when we were doing the investigation on it. Just really bad feelings. You remember that one?
Yeah, I think so. Vaguely, but I do.
That's why we threw a cross on it, and we locked it up. We've got our Himalayan salt in there. There's been a lot of sage burnt around it. So, and I call it because we don't know everything that is attached with it. All we've been getting is Legion is the name. So this one likes to sit up high. That's why we did this one at number 5, just because of all the movements. And then back when we did the investigation, it wasn't very nice. So it stays locked up. Let's go to number 4. This here is number 4. We put this one in because this one is very active. We haven't even had a chance to investigate this. We call it the paper lady. She is made out of paper. It's really cool looking. I mean, she is made out of paper. We haven't done an investigation with her, but we keep finding her turned around backwards. How long have we had her? Like a week?
Yeah, barely a week, I think.
And she is turned around backwards a lot of the times. She'll be sitting like this. We have found her tipped over sideways. Where she's sitting on the shelf, she'll slide over. So we're real excited for this one.
Think we can get a name out of that one?
I hope we get a name out of that. From the way that she feels, I would not be surprised if she ends up in a glass case. Real weird feeling with her.
Uneasy.
Especially if you're alone. I spend a lot of time in here. This is where I do my videos. This is where I do all my recordings. And it's kind of been uneasy with this one. So this is number 4. If you guys want to see the video of this one, when we do the investigation with her, let us know. Maybe we can do that one live. So let's go ahead and go to number 3. This here is number 3. Most of the people that have been following us for a while know all about this girl. I would say she's a sweetheart, but I'd be lying to you. We have had a couple shorts where we did videos with her. This is the girl that likes to scratch the glass. Inside the glass there is scratch marks. We've tried to film it before, but the glass,
It reflects.
it just, you can't see it. But there is scratch marks inside of her glass case. She moves around a lot. She'll be sitting in her glass case, and the next thing you know, she is just scrunched down to the bottom of the box, like daily. She's a mess daily.
Yeah.
Her hair obviously is a mess. We quit trying to play with her hair because this is what it looks like after so long.
Tell them about the cross.
So when we first got her, we had her sitting on a shelf, one of these shelves, and we had, it was this cross, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So she's got a little cross around her neck, and when we came in, because you picked me up from work that day,
Mm-hmm.
so we came in together, and she was not on the shelf where she was supposed to be. We did find her necklace, her cross was ripped off, literally ripped off and thrown. And then she was across the room on the floor. So that's why she got put into a locked box, because she does not know how to play.
Not nice anyways.
Not nice anyways. Usually she does not come out of the box, but for this purpose we thought, what the hell, we'll bring her out so you guys can meet her. We have a couple videos of her on the beginning. Well, close a couple years ago.
Yeah, like a year and a half, 2 years.
But there is videos of her in that investigation. Not really the nicest. So if you want to go see those, just scroll through our videos and you can find them. I know there's a couple shorts with her in it. And it has that whole glass bit. Everything is down in the shorts down below. So let's go to number 2. It gets scarier. Alright, we are to number 2. So this one is very scary. That's why he is not out of the case. This is the only one that we feel we don't like to mess with. There's sage in there. We've burnt sage. There's salt in there. And there's a whole bunch of different measures on this one to make sure it stays right there. So this guy right here, he is a skinwalker. It's a statue of a skinwalker. And it kept referring to itself as a skinwalker. And any videos that we were doing, it kept trying to interrupt. And there's probably like 3 videos that it interrupted.
Yeah, at least.
And then after a while, both Nikki and I started having very creepy, nasty, just nightmares.
Yeah, vivid.
There was one night I remember I was waking up probably every hour, just around there. And then when I'd go back to sleep, it's like my nightmare would pick up where I left off. That's real odd.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a dream start in the same place after I woke up. But ever since we took care of him, we've got him into this little safe house, I guess you could call it. He does get smudged quite a bit because whatever's attached with him is not good.
No.
It is not good at all. And I'm going to answer a question a lot of people are probably thinking right now. Why keep these? I know how to deal with them. Nikki knows how to deal with them. If we have them here, they are not in somebody else's house torturing them.
Causing problems.
A lot of them are, I don't want to say sweet, but they're just there. There's an attachment. There's not mean. It's not nice, but there is an attachment. If it's in here, I can sleep better knowing that it's not haunting somebody else. So that's why we keep them here. We do a lot of sage smudging. I mean, there's a lot that goes on here
White
to make
ash.
sure that we're safe, and white ash. And it's funny because this skinwalker right here, we got it roughly, well, pretty close to the skinwalker news we had
Oh, yeah.
about setting up that investigation, which it's kind of weird how that was all
Come together.
real close time frame. So this is the one guy that we watch out for. We keep him locked up. I would love to pull him out for you guys, but we don't even mess with him.
No, he's very dark.
And a lot of our nightmares, when we were talking about them, a lot of them dealt a lot with wolves. I almost said black cats.
Owls.
There was owls, and then the mountain lion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real weird stuff with him. But like I said, everything's gotten better since we took care of him. I don't want to pull him out of the case to see if he's any better. So
Yeah, he can stay in.
he can stay in. But we are going to go to number 1, and I am very excited for this number 1.
Me too.
Those of you that have followed us from the beginning, from the very beginning, since we started doing YouTube,
Yeah.
you will know who this number 1 is. And this number 1 is probably the coolest.
By far.
By far. She is very active. She has followed us to a lot of different investigations. She is very, very sweet.
You can probably guess who it is after
If you can
that.
guess who it is, she's our number 1. So let's go ahead. Let's go to number 1 right now. All right. This is number 1. And I'm sure everybody knew that it was going to be Ellie. So this is Ellie. Ellie is a doll that was made.
We're at peace.
Wow.
For Perry's piece. So I'm just running spirit talk around this one. Ellie is very active. Very active. She comes from a house down by Skinwalker Ranch. The people found it in there. They held on to it. How long did they say?
Not real long. Not very long. They found her in the attic.
And then they called us immediately. I want to say it was almost Christmas Eve.
Yeah, something like that.
Like it was, I know it was real close to Christmas. A couple of years ago. We brought her back. We did all sorts
I
of...
feel free now.
You feel free now? Why? Because you're out of your box? That's funny.
I know, it's crazy.
We did our first probably 4
Mental.
videos.
Mental? Yes, 4 videos.
4 videos with her. And she is active in all of them. We've done live investigations with her. We had a lot of people requesting to have her on there because she was so active. If you're around her, you get a peaceful feeling.
Yeah.
Like almost a happy, peaceful thing. She's
My blood.
my blood. We did find out from our investigations, we were able to track down her grave, how she died. Remember the death records?
And the family.
We found out her dad, her
family
mom.
death records, yeah.
She was from Utah, but we did find all that out. I looked for her pictures not long ago. So, if you're watching this, Desi, send us the pictures again. Send them to Nikki.
I think I still have them in my email. I have to dig, but I think I still have them.
She's very sweet.
Very.
Honestly, anybody that comes around her, holds her, whatever, you just get this happy feeling. Like, complete happy feeling.
Very sweet.
For a while, there was something holding on to her. There was 2 spirits in there. One was not very nice, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's like it almost had a hold of her. And it's gone now, and it's just Ellie. So she just sits in here and watches out. She's kind of our first, well, not kind of, she is our first.
2
lights.
2 lights? Holy shit, there's 2 lights.
Holy shit. 1, 2. Wow.
Do you like the 2 lights, Ellie? Which is funny because it says, I feel free now.
Yeah, and
Ever since that one's gone.
that's true.
Well, I'm glad you feel free. Can you say hi to everybody? Can you wave to everybody? Did I say what year she was made?
I don't think so.
So she is a doll from the early 1900s.
She's
She
old.
is very old. I mean, you can kind of see it on her legs. Her legs are starting to crack, which sucks, but hey.
She's still pretty.
This is one of those spirit objects that we've even talked about it. If somebody was to offer us a lot of money for her, we wouldn't take it.
Nope, she stays with us.
She's kind of turned into family.
Yeah.
And then even Ty. Do you remember
Yep.
Ty was
She was in one of the videos when we did it.
And she was like drawn into it. It's like they were like, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So this is our number one right here, most active. All of the stuff in here is pretty active, and it was honestly hard to make a list of 10. It was very hard to make a list of 10. We've got a lot of Native American stuff that's very haunted.
Sorry.
She always said sorry on her
She
videos.
did. She was always saying sorry.
Yep.
You don't have to be
Wow.
sorry.
You don't have to be sorry, Ellie.
In fact, if you go back to our first videos, you will hear her voice say sorry multiple times.
And it does sound like a little kid.
And it's a little kid saying sorry.
Sorry.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, we have everything in here. We have a debut box. We have a mask from Kenya. We have 1.5 million dolls.
What's the one silver one we just got recently from?
Oh, the 1700s?
Yeah, the
Laugh.
silver one. Does it say laugh?
Yeah.
Holy
She
cow.
was giggling, remember?
Yeah.
She was always giggling.
That is crazy.
This one?
Yeah.
So, this is another one we're kind of working with right now. This is a silver piece from the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
This dates back to 1300.
I don't know for sure on that one. I think
I
that's
can't
what you
remember.
said, though.
Honestly, I don't think it went back that far. But it is a earring holder.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy looking. Crazy looking. Crazy looking. Crazy looking.
But it did come to us from the Netherlands. This one's been fairly active. And like I said, we haven't investigated her much. But the people that sent it to us did do an investigation. And the cool thing is they were doing an AI investigation, which means they would ask it certain questions and then they would plug it into their AI program. And then it would actually bring up a picture of what it thought it looked like. So,
We are watching you all.
She does sit there up on top and watch us.
yeah, she is. She usually sits up top, and so that one's pretty cool. I mean, we've got,
There's even still earrings in it, isn't there?
yeah, there's old earrings that are in there. An old pearl right
Yep.
there on the shoulder. Real old pearl. Just a lot of cool stuff. I mean, a lot of dolls.
A lot
For
of
some
those.
reason, we get a lot of dolls, and we get a lot of Native American things. Masks.
Yeah.
We get masks a lot. We do have one mask that we kept. Apparently that one stuck to their face. They couldn't get it off. We'll look into that one. We've got prison pictures, daggers, lots of daggers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you name it, we got it. We got a lot of old figurines, wood carvings. We got a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So if you have haunted stuff, send it our way.
We like to look at it.
We like to look at it. We'll just put it here.
Anyone.
Yep. Anyone can.
Anyone can. That's right. You tell them, Ellie.
Old Ellie never lets us down.
Never lets us down. That's funny because everything in there
Has
refers to her.
Yeah.
Can you say bye to everybody, Ellie? Say bye.
Bye, Ellie.
I like the feeling around her.
Yeah.
Like even Dreamer.
Yeah.
I think Dreamer liked being around her.
I think so too.
She's just a really happy, spunky little girl.
Yep.
Let us know what you guys want to see. Like I said, we are coming up on a couple investigations. We did two
Earl.
of Earl?
Earl? Like Earl?
Earl.
Oh, I don't know.
We don't know Earl. We did two of them last night. We didn't get a whole lot, so we're kind of going through them. listening to everything again, but we did full-on investigations on that one with our laser grids, our recorders, everything. So, then what else did we have planned? We got the Skinwalkers in May.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm dreading.
I'm not.
I am.
And we are making it somewhere. Our last video, we were asking for help about where and what to do with it. We have had a couple people reach out to us. I'm feeling better about it.
Yeah, I mean, not so much.
No.
No.
If you guys are in the Logan area, feel free to come by, check out all of our haunted stuff. It's really cool. We are currently building a book about them all. It's hard to keep up because we get to this point right here where we have all of these. Next week we might have 10 more show up. It's fun, I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
At nights, it gets kind of creepy. You do hear stuff downstairs. We have a camera over here that's always watching. We have a camera up top here that's always watching.
Medicine.
She was sick.
Yep.
You remember?
Yep, she was.
She had pneumonia.
Was it that, or did she drink some nasty water? I thought she drank
Oh,
some
maybe it
beer
was.
and got like a stomach
Some
intestinal thing or something like that.
Huh.
Crazy.
You don't need any medicine anymore, Ellie. But yeah, you can hear stuff down here at night. You get used to it.
Except for when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you come
When
down
you
here
get
in
up
the dark.
5 o'clock in the morning, come down in the dark.
That's scary.
And it does. You can hear stuff, and sometimes you'll hear crashing down here. When you come down, there'll be something down on the floor. It gets creepy, but it's still cool.
Sometimes.
I feel bad for anybody who breaks into our house.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything about it. Our ghosts will take care of it.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you all in the next one. And big shout out to Lance for these hats right here. If you guys help us get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm not big on the numbers, like you guys know. I'm not big on the numbers, but we want to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way we can take you guys with us live investigations. We don't have to sit in here and do this somewhere.
Ashes?
I've got ashes right next to me.
What?
Do you like the ashes, Ellie? Should we show them the
You
ash box?
understand me.
We do understand
Oh my
you.
gosh, that is so crazy.
So, oops. We're talking about protection from the skinwalkers. This is white ash in a vial. White ash. So it's kind of funny. It's almost like she's telling us to
use it or something.
remember our white ash.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand you.
We get you, Ellie.
We got you. Anyways, you guys help us get to 1,000. If we can get to 1,000, we're going to be doing our live investigations. We want to do the Skinwalkers live. We would love to do the Skinwalkers live. So if we can get to 1,000 by May, we'll take you guys along with us.
And the hat.
She's making faces at me. Also, when we get to that 1,000, we will pick randomly out of the 1,000 of you, one person, and we will have Lance make more hats. And we will do a giveaway. We can do a hat, we can do a shirt, and hoodie.
Yeah.
Let's get to 1,000. That way we can draw one of you guys.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun. Okay, guys, you guys take care, and we will see you on.
Where's my body?
We'll
Wow.
talk about that later. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Bye.
Take care.